So we can start session. Arm chanting and then Yogena Chittasya. Then we'll go into sutras. Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopa Pravaram Munina Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Abhupurusha Shankachakra-siddharinam Sahasrashirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Okay, let's move on to the sutras. In last class, we have seen the different kinds of vrittis. That is Pratyaksha, Anumana, this Pramana, Viparyaya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smritayaha, and the Lakshanam for each and every vritti. Pramana is the right kind of knowledge. Viparyaya is wrong knowledge. Vikalpa is imagination. The object does not exist. Only we have the imagination. Nidra is dreamless sleep. Here Patanjali is telling like that. In later sutra, he talks about Swapna also. The Smriti is our memory. It may be from our past experiences, from our vasanas also. So these are the different kinds of vrittis and how we regulate these vrittis, because these vrittis can lead to either klishta or aklishta. It may be painful or it may give us happiness. So how we regulate these vrittis? In 1.12, Patanjali is talking about Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tat Nirodha. So to regulate the vrittis, to be in the state of Nirodha. So hope you might be knowing. Can you tell what is Abhyasa and what is Vairagyam?
Abhyasa means repeated practice.
So Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tat Nirodha. To regulate the vrittis. We need Abhyasa and Vairagyam. So both has to go hand in hand. Abhyasa means the practice, the sadhana, what we do. And in next sutras, Patanjali will be explaining how Abhyasa will be, what is Abhyasa and how the practice should be. And also what is Vairagyam. So these things he would have explained in next sutras. Stitav Yatnaha Abhyasa. So Abhyasa means Stitav and Yatna. So there needs to be effort. So if we have to practice something, we have to put some effort. And also it should be steady. Then only there will be some use. There should be steady effort. That is called Abhyasam. Even if you take the Ashtanga Yoga from Yama, Niyama, Asana, if you are doing the Asana, you have to do that steadily and you have to put some effort. You have to create some time for doing the Asana practice. So that is steadiness and putting the effort. This is called Abhyasa. And how we have to practice. So Patanjali is giving us three pillars here. How we have to do the practice. Sa tu dirgha kala. This is one. And Nairantarya and Satkara. Asevitaha drida bhumihi. So to put the solid foundation, one has to follow it for the long time. That is dirgha kala. So the practice should be for the long time. If you do for asana one day, asana pranayama or whatever it is for one day, and then you leave it, means then there is no use. It has to be practiced for the long time. That is dirgha kala. It may be any kind of practice, even learning or whatever it may be. So you have to put the long term effort until you get used of it. And Nairantarya. Antarya means obstacles. Nairantarya means there should not be any obstacles. We have to cross over any obstacle we get. So Nairantarya. Without interruption, we have to do the practice. And Satkara. So do it with the positive attitude. That is Satkara. So by doing this, we will put the solid foundation. Drida bhumihi. So it will be stable. It will be steady. The effort will become more stable by doing this. So these are the three things that we have to use it for the practice. Dirgha kala, Nairantarya and Satkara. So this is about this sutra. And we are continuing the practice. And the Abhyasa Vairagya, we are seeing now the Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasa means the practice. It should be steady, long term, and without any obstacles. I think Madhuri is joining.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Madhuri. We are talking about Abhyasa and Vairagya. That is from the 12th Sutra. Means the vrittis to be in the state of nirodha, to regulate the vrittis, that pramana, viparya, vikalpa, nidra, smataya. So we need to put the constant practice, abhyasa, and vairagyam. About that we are going to see next, in next sutra. Drishtanushravika vishaya vitrushnasya vashikara samya vairagyam. So, vairagya means the detachment. The whatever we do, we have to get detached from it. We should not do it out of the desire. That is vairagya. Raga means desire. Vairagya means without that desire we have to do. We have to do it for the purpose. Means if you are eating food, that is for the wellness. That is for the health, to maintain the health of us. If some person having diabetes, but they want to eat sweets, means that is against their health. That eating habit is out of their desire. So for them, vairagyam, detachment should be there from the sugary foods. They have to go for what is good for health to them. So it's the simple example from how we can be detached from the desire. And drashtanushravika vishaya, and how we perceive things. Vishaya means the objects. How we perceive through drashta means through our senses. By seeing, smelling, hearing, we get the objects. And anushravika means through someone we will hear about that. We would have not seen that, but somebody would be explaining. So through them we will come to know about that. So through this we get the desire. If somebody says some cinema is, this movie is nice, we can see. So when we hear that, we also get the desire, wanting of going and seeing that movie. So 1 or 2 times going to movie is fine, but if that itself becomes the regular habit, then they will be addicted, like smoking or drinking alcohol, like that. So that may be giving a pleasureful experience for them. Though in that it is mentioned smoking kills, the knowledge they may have, but it will not be self-realized by them. They will not realize it. It is not good for health. So we go beyond the Vishaya. So how we get that Vishaya? Through Drashta or through somebody else. We will come to know about the worldly objects. So that one, we have to be free from the desire. That is called Vashikara Vairagyam, means the mastery over our mind. Vashikara Vairagyam. There are different kinds of Vairagyam. Patanjali is talking about Vashikara Vairagyam in this sutra 1.15. In the next sutra, he talks about Para Vairagyam. So Vashikara Vairagyam means mastering over our thoughts. Means we have to decide which is right. Instead of more we like, we have to analyze and see if it is good or bad. We have to analyze and go with it. So by having one thought, if we analyze itself, we will get, so that is not good for us. So we should not go in that way. So one way of thinking can overcome our addiction. That is this sutra, Vashikara Vairagyam, mastery over our thoughts, so that we can handle our desire towards the objects. This is about Vashikara Vairagyam. And this Vairagyam and Abhyasa, practice has to go parallelly. Too much of doing asanas is also not good. That many would have experienced, asana or pranayama also. Too much of doing the pranayama, if we like, and that is good also, but we cannot do it for more than the specified point of time. So even for the good things, we need that Vairagya. And next is Tat Param Purusha Kyate Guna Vaitrishnya. Though we may put the effort and we may be detached also, we will come to that practice. Even then, more than ourselves, our guna are more strong. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, there are three gunas, no? Sattva guna is fine. We will have that desire, we will have that clarity, what to do and what not to do. But the tamasic and rajasic gunas, if they are so strong, they will take over us. Even though we think of good things, how to go about, but tamasic and rajasic will take over because of our previous habits or previous samskaras. For example, waking up early, that itself, so it is that will be very tough for many. People in yoga field, we would have known about the Brahma Muhurtam, so it is good, so we will wake up. But for many, waking up early will be very tough, though it is a simple habit. So we have to have this Vashikara Vairagya, the laziness, the guna, that laziness will be because of the tamasic guna. It overtakes us because of the long-term habit. So this guna Vaitrishnyam, when gunas take over, here Patanjali talks about the highest state is Samadhi. So to go to the path of Ashtanga Yoga, towards that path, we have to, though we know these efforts we have to take, our gunas will take over. So how we can handle the guna? So we should know there is Parama Purusha, the Supreme God, who is the master for all, who is the Guru over all the Gurus. So that is the knowledge we should have. This is the highest knowledge we can have. Parama Purusha, that is Supreme God over everyone. So this is what in Vedas also, in Vedic philosophies also, in each and every Upanishad, they will be mentioning that is Supreme God. It may be Advaitam or Advaitam, whatever you take. There is one Supreme power is there. So that highest knowledge is called Paravairagya. So that highest knowledge will bring the consciousness inside us. Purusha is more than the gunas. Purusha is more stronger. As he is the highest level, he is more stronger than the gunas. Gunas are only for the Prakriti. Prakriti, we only will have these three gunas. Purusha is beyond these gunas. So this highest knowledge will liberate us. This is called para vairagya. So here Patanjali is saying about para vairagya. Tat param purusha kyate guna vaitrishyam. So through that knowledge of supreme power, we can be in the state of non-attachment. It's called supreme non-attachment, para vairagya. This is one thought. This one thought can replace the other thoughts of non-attachment. This is about 1.16. So we have seen the Abhyasa and Vairagya. What is Abhyasa and how Abhyasa should be, how the practice should be. It is for the long term, and we have to do it with the positive attitude to have the solid foundation. The base should be strong, and also we have to do it with Vairagya, detachment. And the next sutra, Patanjali is talking about two types of samadhi. In 1.17, he talks about sampranyata samadhi. In next sutra, he talks about asampranyata samadhi. Sampranyata samadhi itself is the highest state. Now we are doing the practice, and we are also following the vairagya. So our mind will be more and more get the clarity. So we will be in the state of sampranyata. But to attain this sampranyata state, there are 4 stages Patanjali is saying here. Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita, Rupa. 4 stages to attain the sampranyata samadhi. Vitarka means the gross state. Vichara means the subtle. Ananda means happiness. Asmita means we become that, we can say it's a habit. We can become that a habit itself. Asmita Rupa Anugamat Sampranyata. That is called Sampranyata Samadhi. So vitarka, gross, you can take for example the any kind of learning. You are practicing the Ashtanga Yoga. Yama Niyama is common to all. Those are all the practices which you have to take through your mind. From asanas, it is the physical effort. So when one starting the asanas, they have to put the gross effort. Then not only Ashtanga Yoga, it can be anything. If you are learning any sport, even for the chess, so it will be the gross. First, they need to know what are all the objects involved in the chess board and the coins, everything. That is Vitarka. Vichara means the next level will be how to do the movements in the chess board or any other sport. How to play that. They have to go little more subtler than the gross. So when they have this Vitarka and subtleness, then Ananda comes. Means we will be happy about what we like to do. That becomes Ananda. So asana also, once we learn, when we do, we feel that happiness. It's not only limited to asana or anything else, pranayama or other things. So in the path of what Patanjali is saying. So first we have to put the gross effort, then will be the subtle, then ananda, then asmita. Asmita means that will become our habit. Before we would have had many other habits that may not be typically in the path of this Ashtanga Yoga or the path of Samadhi. It may be in any path. If you take the sport or anything also, not only this state of this Ashtanga Yoga, that become our identity. While playing chess or any sport, we become that. without even we forget, we'll be more concentrated on what will be our next move. So that is the Asmita Rupa. Anugamat Sampranyataha. So Sampranyata Samadhi is accompanied by this four. So it may be for the any learning process. So it involves these four stages: Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, and Asmita. Sampranyata Samadhi itself is the highest state, but here we have this Asmita, this I-ness towards that practice. So that is in 1.17. So next is Virama Pratyaya Abhyasa Purvaha Samskara Sheshaha Anyaha. Are you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is Virama Pratyaya Abhyasa Purvaha Samskara Seshaha Anyaha. Anyaha means the other. Here Patanjali is simply saying the other. Other means the apart from the Sampranyata Samadhi. It's the Asampranyata Samadhi. It is the state of Kaivalya. That's what here is mentioning as Anyaha. So what is Asampranyata Samadhi? Virama Pratyaya means Virama Pratyaya means our thought we will have the full regulation of our thought process. It cannot overtake us. And next is the Abhyasa Purvaha. We can say in the state of Nirguna, gunas also will not be there. So thoughts also will not be there in the state of Nirguna state. That is the Asampranyata Samadhi. So we go beyond all. So that is the Virama Pratyaya. And Abhyasa Purvaha means practice is also not needed. Practice is no more needed. Samskara Seshaha. So there will be only few left out samskaras. That maybe this body or to live we need this body. Even though we attain to that state, very few samskaras will be there that go away when they are going to that nirguna state out of the body. So that samskaras go away at that time. So this is about Asampranyata Samadhi. Virama Pratyaya. Thoughts will be, means the habit also goes because we are fully attached with that habit of following to the state of Sampranyata Samadhi. No? So that habit, that thoughts also goes away and no need of any practice. So that is about this Asampranyata Samadhi. And this Samadhi Pada itself is for the Uttama Adhikarins, means the practitioners. Actually, we have 10 more minutes for this session. So we will join after 10 minutes. Once the session ends, we join back. Now there are only 6 people. So after we join, no, it will be still more reducing number of people. Okay. Now let's move to this 1.18. So this is about Anyaha, Asampranyata Samadhi. And here is something I wanted to say. So this is this Virama Pratyaya Abhyasa Purvaha Samskara Seshaha Anyaha. And the Samadhi Pada is for Uttama Adhikarins, means the highest level practitioners. By knowing these knowledge itself, they can easily go in the path of Samadhi. And in the next sutra, Patanjali is even saying some may even don't need that effort. For some people, we need the little effort to go to the state of Samadhi. Like this, having this Vairagyam and Paravairagyam. And in next sutra, there are some people who are by birth itself, they have all the credentials to move to the state of Samadhi. those people are called Bhava Pratyaya. Bhava Pratyaya means they have the highest knowledge by birth itself. They, they can easily reach to the state of Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. They can easily go to that state. In a previous Janma, they would have attained the state of Samadhi, but there may be few left outs. So they need to take another birth to experience those things, and they will be fully get the Kaivalya. So those people are called Bhava Pratyaya. And example we can say Ramakrishna, Tirunyana Sambandar, like those people. No, in other fields we say the child prodigy. By birth itself, they have the extraordinary talents like that. So here also there are some people, they have that jnana by birth. Bhava Pratyaya, Videha Prakriti. Videha means they have the special body. Prakriti Layana. In previous Janma itself, they would have gone to that stage. The gunas will be in equilibrium. There is no domination of Rajasic, Tamasic, or Sattva Guna. So their states of gunas will be in the equilibrium state, but for the few left outs, they take birth again. So they those people are called Bhava Pratyaya. They don't need the effort. They automatically will be put in the path of Samadhi. Bhava Pratyaya Videha Prakriti Layana. So this is about this sutra. Do you have any doubts till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, ma'am, clear, ma'am.
If I am going fast also, you can stop in the middle. In YouTube, if you go means for these each and every sutra, there will be more than 1 hour explanation also given. And I mostly go over the Kaustubh Desikachar. He is from KYM. He is grandson of Krishnamacharya. So if you listen to his audios, he has given the tremendous explanation for the sutras. And also in KYM, they have given many commentaries. Those things also you can go over. And next sutra is Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna, Purvakaha, Itaresham. Can anybody tell about this sutra? What is Shraddha?
Patience, ma'am. Trust, patience.
No. It is faith. Shraddha means the faith, the trust over the divine, means the trust over the Ishvara Purusha, or even on your Guru. If you have your own Guru, you can have Shraddha over them. That is the faith, unconditional faith, that too. And Virya means the energy. And Smriti means memory. Samadhi Prajna means to attain the state of that wisdom. So for the people, previously we have seen the different stages. For some people, they need the Abhyasa and Vairagyam. And for some people, they are Bhava Pratyaya. They even by birth itself, they are in this path. And other than these kind of people, Patanjali is giving the what they can do. Purvakaha Itaresham means for the other people, what they can do is they can follow the Shraddha. Shraddha means the faith. Virya means energy. Smriti means memory. Samadhi Prajna means to attain the state of Samadhi, to the highest jnana. If they want to get, they have to follow this. To whatever path they follow, they need to have Shraddha and they need energy and they have to use the previous experiences. That is the Smriti. So by doing so, they can attain this state. So Patanjali is giving this one. And how Shraddha will be. In Sutra 20, 21 and 22, he talks about this. How this effort should be. That can be Tivra Samveganam Asanaha. If their intensity is very high, means they will attain the state of Samadhi very soon. So that is Tivra Samveganam Asanaha. Means this Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, this one, and if they have this in the practice, for example, the Ashtanga Yoga itself. With this bhavana, if they do the practice, they will speedily achieve that state. And there are 3 stages he is explaining in next sutra. Mridu, Madhya, Adi, Matra, Tataha, Api, Visheshaha. And that kind of effort that may be mrudu. Mrudu means mild. Madhya means it may be moderate. Adi matra means the highest level of intensity. So how much level of intense they are doing the practice, that also counts. It is mild, moderate or higher. So in these 3 sutras, Patanjali is talking about how the effort should be for the other people. And there are some more methods also he is giving here. In 1.23, he is saying Ishvara Pranidhanadva. Ishvara Pranidhanadva means devotion towards the supreme power or your guru, means surrender totally. From a special process of devotion and letting go into the creative source from which we emerge, Ishvara Pranidhana. The coming of Samadhi is imminent. So only by having the surrendering attitude, devotion towards Ishvara, we can attain the state of Samadhi. In 1 minute, the session will be ending. So we will join back. We will see if we can continue or we can have the practice of the sutras, that we will see. Ishvara Pranidhanatva. This means the surrendering, devotion. So even if you do any work, if you do it with a devotion, it is for the purpose of the divine. So with that attitude, if we do means, we can easily attain the state of Samadhi. Patanjali talks for Samadhi. This is.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. We have continued from the other sutras. We have seen different kinds of vrittis. No, after that we have seen Abhyasa and Vairagya, how we can practice. And what is Vairagyam? Vairagyam is detachment. So that is the highest level. In the next sutras, Patanjali will be explaining it deeply. Paravairagyam, Vashikara Vairagyam and Paravairagyam. And then we have seen about the Shraddha and how it should be, how we have to use. And in this 23rd sutra, he talks about Ishvara Pranidhanadva. So it is the surrendering attitudes towards the Supreme Guru. And in next sutras, he will be telling about the guna of Ishvara Purusha. And also how we can connect. He talks about the Pranava mantra. So we will continue or we will just do the chanting.
We'll chant, ma'am.
Will come from the first itself. So you can continue, three of us, from start from first. Madhuri, Jaykumar, and then Niranjan. Yes.
अथ योग अनुशासनम्.
Okay. Jaykumar, can you chant this? Next one.
Yes, ma'am. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha.
Okay. Niranjani.
तदा दृष्टु स्वरूपे वस्थानम्.
Okay. This.
वृत्ति स्वरूप्यम् इत्यत्र.
वृत्ति सारूप्यम इतरत्र.
Okay.
Yes, this one. Jaykumar.
वृत्तय पञ्चतयः क्लिष्ट आक्लिष्टः.
प्रमाण विपर्यय विकल्प निद्रा स्मृतयः.
Yes, continue the same.
प्रत्यक्ष अनुमान आगमाः प्रमाणानि.
Okay.
विपर्यय मिथ्या ज्ञानम् अतत् रूप प्रतिष्ठम्.
Okay. Next.
शब्दाज्ञानानुपाति वस्तु शून्यो विकल्पः.
Okay. Next.
अभाव प्रत्यायाय आलम्बन वृत्ति निद्रा.
Okay. In some version there. Yes.
अनुभूत विषय असंप्रमोषः स्मृतिः.
असंप्रमोषः
स्मृतिः.
अभ्यास वैराग्यं तन्निरोधः.
अभ्यास वैराग्याभ्याम
तन्निरोधः.
Okay.
तत्र इष्टौ
स्थितौ
अभ्यास.
तत्र स्थितौ यत्नः अभ्यासः.
तत्र स्थितौ यत्न अभ्यास.
Okay.
सः तु दीर्घकाल नैरन्तर्य सत्कार असेवित दृढ़ भूमिः.
Okay. Next.
Ma'am, 15 you tell, ma'am, I'll repeat it.
दृष्टानुश्रविक विषय वितृष्णस्य वशीकार संज्ञा वैराग्यम्.
दृष्टानुरविक विषय वृत्तिष्णस्य वशीकार संज्ञा वैराग्यम्.
Yes.
तत्परम पुरुष ख्याते गुणः वैतृष्ण्यम्.
Okay. This one, Madhuri.
वितर्क विचार आनंद अस्मिता रूप आगमात् अनुगमात् संप्रज्ञातः.
Next.
विराम प्रत्ययाभ्यास पूर्वः संस्कार शेषो नयः.
भाव प्रत्यय विदेह प्रकृति लयनम्.
भाव
प्रत्यय विदेह प्रकृति लयनम्.
Okay.
श्रद्धा वीर्य स्मृति समाधि प्रज्ञा पूर्वकः इतरेशम्.
Yes. Next.
तीव्र संवेगानाम् आसनाः.
Okay. This next.
मृदुमध्य अधिमात्र ततः अपि विशेषः
ईश्वर प्रणिधानान वा